What's up, my bodacious strawberry balsamic bruschetta? This is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today we are back with another installment of the Weekly Nightwave, the series that we take a look at this week's acts and find the most efficient or most entertaining way to take them on. In addition to that, of course, we have a Warframe of the week, and I'd be shocked if you guys couldn't guess who that is, especially because I think I'm gonna put them in the thumbnail. Regardless, in addition to all of that, we do have a fairly hefty watch list to kind of lead us into the holiday season. But before we get into any of that, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what's going on with Nightwave, which, to be honest with you, is not very much. Now, I know that a lot of us are really like ignoring all that's going on here, but I do want to kind of remind you guys, we have some Forma that it's going to be coming up. We've got some Aura stuff, and of course we have an Umbral Forma all the way at the end, which will definitely come in handy at some point, because as you guys know, DE Rebecca did show off some sentient gameplay on the last dev stream. So I'm just saying, we're getting a little bit closer. It might come in handy at some point. So as you can see, we do have two dailies here, which is pick up 20 energy orbs, super easy. Researchers scan 25 objects or enemies. Now, we do have the normal way to scan. We also have Helios, which is definitely a popular way to do it, but I also want to remind you guys, if you haven't done your Arcwings, because keep in mind, this is still bonus affinity weekend, so if you're trying to level up your Arcwings, there is also a mod, I believe it's called like Astral, I don't know, it's a melee mod. You can melee in space, so you can kill enemies that you kill with melee, you can scan. So I'm just saying, if you gotta scan something and you haven't done the Arcwing scans, get in your Arcwing, level your Arcwing, scan with your Arcwings, well, your Arc melee. So that's just a thing you could do. In addition to that, we also have the scanning hammer. So if you guys have not checked that out as well, if you don't feel like equipping a freaking sentinel to do it for you, just murder your way through things with the hammer, and boom, it does all the scanning for you. Next up, we have Eliminator, which is going to be the start of our weeklies. Complete 3 exterminate missions. Polarize a weapon, companion, or warframe. We have Sanctuary Researcher, which is complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris. There's a lot of Samaris stuff going on this week. And as you guys know, whenever you have one of these, definitely start your week off with that. Get that all prepped and ready to go so that you can kind of like passively do them throughout the rest of your missions. Then we have Supporter, which is complete 10 Syndicate missions. We have Test Subject, which is complete 8 zones of Sanctuary Onslaught. And I do have a quick question for this, which I'm sure I'll find out pretty soon, but there was a little bit of a split in my stream chat. We also have Elite Test Subject, which is complete 8 zones of Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. Now, I'm pretty sure both of these, like, if I did Elite Sanctuary, it's not going to count towards Standard Sanctuary. Correct me down in the comments below, because some people were saying that you could do Elite Sanctuary and it would also count for just Standard Sanctuary. Just give me the info, okay? I just want clarification before I jump into anything, because I usually don't do the Standard Sanctuary. I don't really want to have to go in there, you know, with all the plebs. It's like, it's all dirty and nasty and just filled with noobs. I can't do it. And then we have Hold Your Breath as the last Elite Weekly is Survive for over 30 minutes in Kuva Survival. So this should basically help you knock out anything that you need to knock out when it comes to the energy orbs. In addition to that, if you are smashing through enemies with a big scanning hammer, you should be able to get it done in your Researcher one as well. Now, the way that I would go ahead and address all of this is I would do your Sanctuary Researcher, get that started, and then go ahead and start doing your Syndicate missions. But you can do the Exterminate missions that your Syndicate assigns you to. Now, if they haven't assigned you to anything, they're a big bunch of bitches, and you could just kind of like work on that on its own. But I'm just saying that's definitely a way to overlap, and hopefully the different elites, the Elite Onslaught and the Standard Onslaught, they do overlap a little bit, and I only have to do Elite. So that's where I'm going with that, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on some Forma, because I am getting low with all of these Kuva weapons. Oh my dearie me. Now, as you can probably tell, the Warframe of the week is Equinox. I should have paused there and let you take a look at her in the star chart. You guys have already seen this, so I'm not going to leave the color codes for this. I'll actually direct you to the Equinox customization video that I did, so you can take a look at all of the, look at her giving the peace sign. just on it. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build that I wanted to show off specifically for her. Now, of course, we do have the overextended Mend and Main build. I have a completely different video for that. But the one that I really wanted to highlight that I've been having a lot of fun with, especially with the new stances in Melee and playing around with that, is the Peaceful Provocation build. So for those of you guys who don't know, and I use this pretty much just in night form to make her a somewhat tank, where basically Pacify converts damage done to allies into an aura that slows enemies by 40%. Now, here's the thing. What ends up happening is you can actually slow them up to like a pretty decent amount, and I think that this current build will either slow them up to like 80% or 70 something percent. So now you have these enemies that are basically dealing less damage to you the closer they are to you, right? And night form reduces damage inflicted by nearby enemies. So not only is it kind of slowing down their fire rate, slowing down their attack rate, so you also get the reduction in that, but you're also getting the debuff that comes from the Pacify portion of this effect. So I'm just saying Peaceful Provocation, great for like a pseudo tanky thing, and also keep in mind that I'm considering dropping Redirection and putting on Adaptation for this specific setup. So in case you want to go ahead and take a look at that build, definitely play around with it because I've had a lot of fun. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our watch list, which I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like slowly but surely more and more people are kind of like jumping into it. Let me know down in the comments below if you're kind of joining our watch list as well. The first one is going to be a little bit of self-promotion because this upcoming Thursday, which of course is Thanksgiving, I'll give you guys more details when it comes closer. We're actually going to be doing a subathon over on my Twitch channel. And we're going to be giving away things like Weeping Wounds. We're going to be giving away what is it called? Oh my god, Prime Blueprints. We're going to be giving away Plat. We'll be giving away one of the Origin packs, so that's the SANDR, and it has the Plat with it. And we'll also be giving away a dual Prime Volt as long as we hit our sub goals. I'm also going to be eating and playing Warframe. I'm just gonna put it out there so you can watch me eat, play Warframe, and hopefully, if everything works out, we'll be able to do a whole bunch of giveaways. Also, in addition to that, if I manage to get it working correctly, we'll also be trying to do a Twitch subscriber movie night. So that'll be really, really fun. I'm gonna try to watch Velvet Buzzsaw. I'm gonna see. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna see how everything plays out with Discord streaming. So, cross your fingers. Regardless, I'm going to start off the watch list, aside from the self-plug, with the question for you guys. Disney Plus just launched. How are you guys liking it? Are there good things to watch on Disney Plus? Like, tempt me. Like, let me know whether you think Disney Plus is going to be worth my time. I do want to go ahead and watch the Avengers, not the Infinity War, the Endgame. I want to watch Endgame on there at some point because I've been craving to have an Endgame watch party because I really, really loved it. But if there's anything else that's like worth watching on there, let me know down in the comments below. Now, I've been continuing on HBO with His Dark Materials and Watchmen. I'm really, really liking it. But another thing that I'm actually going to be adding to my watch list is going to be the feed on Amazon Prime. Now, it's basically a world where everybody is kind of like linked to the internet, and it kind of like, well, not everybody's linked, but like you can have the choice to have the feed installed into your brain, and you basically have like internet on demand. And it seems like a really, really cool premise. I've watched the first episode so far, and Caitlin Stark is in it. Listen, if you like Game of Thrones and you were really, really sad to see what happens to her, no like detailed spoilers, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, she's in this one, so I was really, really excited for that. Definitely check that one out. Let me know if you guys have watched all of the feed already and how you guys are feeling about it. Next up, and this is on YouTube, but it's kind of also on Amazon Prime. Doctor Who is something that I love to watch during the holidays, and the season 12 trailer drop that's actually coming in 2020. I'll leave it linked down below because this is the YouTube trailer to it, and it's looking a bit better than season 11. Because season 11 was not the greatest, but it looks like they're going to be righting some of those wrongs in series 12. In addition to that, we're going to transition into a little bit of Netflix, because whenever I think about the holidays, for some reason, I'm really put in the mood to watch a bit of Sherlock. And I've also been watching, and I'll link this down in the description box below, a lot of this channel that does a series called Are They Gay? And they did kind of like, not like an expose on Sherlock and the whole, you know, Watson kind of thing, but I really, really love some of their Are They Gay series, so I'll leave that link down there below as well. But Sherlock is a really, really good holiday suggestion, at least in my opinion. Next up, we're going to be jumping back into YouTube. I know, we're all over the place on this one. And this is another holiday special, but it's going to be a completely different end of the spectrum because I want y'all to watch the Bon Appetit Thanksgiving specials. They did this whole thing where all of them kind of like created the perfect blank. So the perfect turkey, the perfect pie, the perfect stuffing, the perfect sides, the perfect mashed potatoes and gravy, all of that. And then they have the big finale where everybody is trying to cook all of these things together in one place. It's just so wholesome. I kind of absolutely love it. So if you haven't checked that one out already, if you want to get into the holiday mood, definitely check that one out. And I'm going to close this out with just some more YouTube recommendations. First off, you guys know that I absolutely love space and science themed things, and I've, you know, told you guys about that one channel whose name is really, really difficult to Kurzgesagt, I believe. I told you about them. I have also been watching Astrum, but the one that I want you guys to check out this week is called CSEA, and they've got more sciencey stuff. It's definitely a lot of space themed things, but they've also done stuff on like time travel and all of that kind of thing. So if you want to go ahead and check out something along those lines, something this you can stream in the background while you're playing Warframe, definitely do that. And last but not least, this is going to be a really, really strange recommendation, and I don't really recommend music on the watch list, but this is on YouTube and it is free, and the only reason I mention it is because she tends to be the butt of a lot of jokes when it comes to the R&B side of the music industry. But can I just say, Tinashe's new album is kind of good? Tinashe, please, we were rooting for you and you came through. So if you guys have not checked it out, I'm going to leave it down in the description box below. Cash Race, which is a great song, as well as Feelings. Those are probably my top two on her album. And you know what? While you're at there, I'm actually going to go ahead and link Hitmaker's Thought Box remix, because some of y'all got thought cocks, and I think that y'all need to hear it. Regardless, that about does it for the weekly Nightwave / the watch list. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this down in the comments below. Also, are you guys enjoying, I guess I can't really ask you guys if you're enjoying the Rising Tide update, because it's really like one mission every 12 hours. Let me know how you feel about that down in the comments below as well. So that about does it for me for now, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!